there. So as far as blocking aspects, nothing changed. The only thing that I would say was, we just have talked before the game. Hey man, like, I played a lot of games. I know you're a new guy. You're a true freshman. Like, if you need anything, you just let me know. Like, I wanted to let him know, hey, I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna keep you safe. You don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna give it my all to keep you safe and do whatever I have to do. If you have questions, if things aren't feeling right, the snaps aren't the way you want them, like, I'll adjust for you. You're the new guy, and I'll take you under my wing and do what I need to do for you. And we got that established from the beginning, and all went well between us.
What happened on the snap when it was under center on 4th and 1?
Man, we're just not going to talk about that one. It happens. It just didn't get executed the way we wanted it to. It's not his fault or my fault. We both need to get together and just talk about it. We've talked about it, and things just didn't go the way we planned on that one.
We've asked you about, obviously, in Garret. What makes Garret stick out as a teammate, as a person off the field?
Man, he cares about his teammates. That's just like just a second ago. It's the little things. Like, he noticed I got a haircut and a beard trim. He came up and talked to me about it. He's not just a football player, and he's not just, oh yeah, that's my quarterback. He's a friend. So that's what makes things a little different. Is he's a great guy and fun person to talk to, and he's genuinely a person you want to be friends with.
During the field storm, you had found him. You guys did something similar with Spencer at TCU. Did somebody tell you guys to do that? How do you know to do that, to go find the quarterback?
No, nobody tells you to do that. It's just when you tell a man you're going to protect him, you protect him. That's part of it, whether on or off the field. If you tell somebody you got the back, that means you have the back. And I told him before the game, I have your back no matter what happens. I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. So, right when we knew that it was about to happen, I made sure I got Spencer off to the gravel over there, and went and found Garret right after that, made sure they both got in safe. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking for Gunner. I'm looking for all the guys. I want to make sure that everybody gets in safe, and that's my job as an offensive lineman. If I tell you I'm going to protect you, I'm going to keep you safe.
The run game's been put under a microscope as of recent weeks. How do you work through the frustrations of that to just kind of get the work done to get better at that?
Man, it is what it is. We came out here, we grinded. I do think that we did get a little bit better last week at running some of our zones, and whether it shows on the stat board or not, all I know is we did get better. We improved as a unit, and we're going to continue to improve. It's the little things, we've dealt through adversity, we fought through adversity, we're going to continue to fight through adversity, but at the end of the day, we'll just keep taking our coaching tips. Our coaches put in a lot of hours, and we love to hear what they have to say. And at the end of the day, we're going to get it done. We'll continue to move the ball, and I'm looking forward to the improvements we're going to make in the run game coming up these next few games.
I know Coach Gundy's talked about over the past couple of weeks that, oddly enough, 3 fronts have been able to get pressure more so than 4 fronts this year. Talk about that from an offensive lineman's perspective.
Man, yeah, just because they have a lot of different things that they can do. Running a 3-down front, you can obviously send different types of pressures, different guys off the edge. You can, disguise things, and ultimately you have an extra guy available that you're not putting on the down line front that, when they're in the 4-down front, you can kind of account for as to the basic stunts that they're going to run, just basic Ian twists, nose twists, just basic loops. But them running a 3-down, it opens up more opportunities for different types of pressures coming from linebackers, plugging guys, running MOX, Falcon, just all these different things that it adds to it. So it does make it a little bit more difficult at times, but I have no doubt that we're going to continue to work at it, and we're going to eliminate that pressure.
I was late, so I'm sure you've been asked, but you work a little closer with Garret than most linemen. How did you think Garret responded on Saturday?
Man, Garret did a great job. He went out there and he gave it everything he had. Went and put it all on the line as a true freshman to step up the way he did. I'm very proud of him. People from the outside may look at it and go, "Oh, we didn't win." Yeah, we didn't, and that's the end goal. That's what we want to do. That's what we come out here and work for every day, is to win. But I'm excited to see that Garret came out there and played his butt off, man, and he's going to continue to just keep growing, keep getting better, and ultimately he did everything he could, and he did everything that I expected and what I would ask for as an older guy. Is prepared well throughout the week. We stayed after, made sure that the little things were right together, and we talked about it, and he did everything he could, and he's got a very bright future, and he's going to continue to make plays for us down the road.
I was going to say, what do you look for him in the future? I mean, when he's playing like that, after those interceptions, it seems like he's settled in.
Right, and the way I look at it with those interceptions, can't necessarily always blame Garret for it. Most people on the TV are just going to go, "Oh, the quarterback, that's his fault." No, there's a few key components that also play into it, and not to throw any blame on anybody. That's never what I'm going to do, but I'm also not going to just let Garret take the heat for those. There's also offensive line could have blocked better, receivers could have done better on routes, could have been caught balls that got tipped that were interceptions. So I don't really count those as knocks on Garrett's stats for the game because they ain't his fault in my book. He did a great job.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.